EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Joseph sets to kick off.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Evans on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
Ryan
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st.
1st down, Atlanta.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a 1st carry for Derrick Henry. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The tackle made.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, it's Tannehill. They're trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Younghoe Koo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 41, Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Brett Kern in.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st down, Ryan. Flushed out right. Completes it to Lee. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Ryan's pass intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 34.
Line 36. Line 36. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
2nd half begins with a run by Henry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up
on 2nd and 9. Tannehill, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Darquez Denard there defensively.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 61 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Nashville, it's the Falcons. They've got the football, they've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down.
Ryan's pass.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets a made. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48 and to the 40-yard line. That's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Play action. It's Ryan. His throw incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But it's going to be second down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they'll try to jet sweep here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
At the 43-yard line.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Jeffrey Simmons.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And 5 at the Titans' 13-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll run for it here with Smith. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Let's go.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Falcons 28, Titans nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans take over first at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last throw here for Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw.